go over the line here. We have in-game time in the game. Don't worry about it. So Impulsion is an FPS platformer. You can see I can walk, I can jump. It's not very interesting right now, but when I touch these blue bubbles, I can jump really far. I can also run really fast. And now we get this gun, which allows me to shoot those bubbles myself. And you can already see what a large part of the game is. Spamming the bubbles, running fast, jumping really far, and skipping a few corners here and there. Like this one. There we go. Now we get another gun. Now this gun, it shoots bubbles as well. It shoots red bubbles. And when I touch one of these red bubbles, I get stuck in it, and I can get another jump. So I can clear distances that usually I couldn't. And sometimes you want to use them, but if you can try not to do that, you're not going to do it. There's a lot of air control in this game, and I'm just going to try to strafe around corners here and there to skip these red blocks. I can only use the red bubbles on those red blocks. Here we have some moving walls. I can speed them up with blue bubbles. And these I don't want to speed up, so whoops. I wanted to go through there really fast. The game has 25 levels, so you can see the number of levels on the top there. I'm gonna shut up for a second, this one is tricky. Yeah, that's not the tricky part. There's a cycle later on, and if you hit a corner you don't get the cycle. These early levels are really fun because all the jumps are so easy and so small that usually you can skip one jump and just do two at once. That's gonna change in a bit, but some of those are here as well. Here's a lesson. You fall really fast, so before I cross the line I want to start falling already, because the next thing I'm going to do is push this button. We don't talk about the button though. And here I can skip this red block, for example. I can do a double boost on one red block. I can like go there, get stuck, do a jump, and then immediately shoot another red bubble. And that just gives me that little bit of extra height for some of the jumps. And here I want to hit my head on this corner, ooh. Because not always do you want to go really high. Most of the time you want to land and get another jump to somewhere else. And when I can hit my head in certain places, that's not the one, but I'll take it. I can land faster and go faster. Alright, so this level, you can see here, going very fast forwards is not always useful because the platforms might not be positioned in a way that you can use that. So I'm just going to chill a bit. Here's a strafing section, and this is where the map gets interesting. I'm going to boost that last of those three moving walls so I can just keep running. And we have turrets. Don't worry about these turrets too much. I think the next level has more interesting turrets that I'm going to talk about for a second. By the way, the in-game timer stops between levels. So I'm just going to take my time here to explain this. So these turrets, I can stop them with red bubbles. Or I can slow them down, essentially. Like I could slow down walls. But the cycle they are on will reset when I shoot them. So as you can see, if I shoot them very slowly like this, they will never shoot. Because for the first moment after shooting them, they don't shoot at all, and I can sneak past. But the same thing applies to blue bubbles. The blue bubbles speed them up, just like they speed up me. But if I just keep spamming like this, they reset over and over, and they never shoot. You're gonna see both of these things in this level. For now, only the red one. So usually when there's a turret somewhere, you want to shoot them with the red one. Very rarely, you'd have the opportunity to make use of the other trick. And blue bubbles are better than red bubbles because they make you go fast, obviously. And here we go, spam, spam, spam. This is an unintended mechanic. The developers were pretty annoyed when we found that. Here's a skip at the sort of beginning of this level. I'm gonna attempt it maybe twice. So don't worry if I die here. I got it, and then I died. I'm a god gamer, I got it twice in a row. Alright. So, as I said, the early levels, they are so easy that there's a ton of skips. The middle section of the game kinda tones that down a bit. And then the last section of the game is just generally hard. That just the normal jumps are interesting enough and challenging enough. You can see these, those deltas, those red numbers. Those are my splits. The game has an in-game tracking system for splits. I could also compare against the world record, but that would make me look even worse on this marathon run, so I'm not going to do that. Here will be two moving walls. You can't really see them, but I'm going to boost this bottom one. Can you see this? There's the other one. I boosted... Oh, damn it. I boosted the bottom one so they go out of sync, and I can jump right between them. This time I'm not gonna turn around and show it to you. See, this is what I was afraid of in this run, that you never see all the cool stuff that I skip, because I never look there. But trust me, I'm doing so much cool stuff all the time. Like that one, I'm not even gonna explain it. What is cool about it. Alright, this also has those like two walls that are in sync. You want to desync them, but before that there's a kinda tricky skip. There's a laser between these two red blocks there, as you can see. I need to somehow get around it. Whoop, like this. That wasn't perfect, but as long as you don't die, you get a decentish time. The game tracks your deaths, so at the end we will know how many times I died. And here, so these platforms are on awful cycles, and that's kind of the idea of the game, right? You can speed up and slow down things, and you make your own cycles. So, if that looked kind of weird, that's the reason. And the rest of the level is fairly uninteresting. Alright. Okay, so these sections, this is a moving platform. It moves faster when I have a blue bubble on it, and it starts moving when I touch it. So it looks like an auto-scroller, but the trick to saving time here is obviously having the blue bubble on the platform, which is your limiting factor here, as much as possible. I need to jump over that, and here we go. You're gonna see the platform go ahead, and then when I take the blue bubble away from it, I catch up with it and jump on top of it again. Oh, that was dangerous. Alright, so we're gonna see these kinds of sections sometimes. If you remember the reset of turrets, this is an interesting one. So look on the left. There's like a ton of them, and I just go past them like that. Usually there's a sort of puzzly mechanic to... That was dumb. To get past them. But I'm not gonna bother with that, obviously. These floaty blocks, I can not only shoot my red bubbles on them, but also right after jumping off them, I'm gonna shoot a blue bubble on them. You can't really make it out, probably, but that's also a way to speed yourself up. Yep, please. There we go. Is this level 15? It is. So there's another unintended mechanic. We call it bubble hop. If you the moment you sink into one of these red bubbles, you get decelerated until you're like really slow. But if you hit the jump button during one of the frames where you're still fairly fast, you can keep the momentum, the vertical momentum that you had, and take it with you into the jump and jump higher than you normally would. So I have, can you see it on camera? Yeah, I have jump on the mouse wheel just to make it even easier to get an early frame. I'm gonna use that to get higher here than I usually probably could. I want to hit my head on the ceiling here if I can. I didn't, because I'm bad. Because, you know, falling is fast, and if I can hit my head on the ceiling, I fall earlier, I go faster. So I have a suboptimal start into this. This is pretty bad. I don't know what the cycle's gonna look like here. Okay. These are annoying. There we go. And this is a skip around this corner here. Trust me on that. It's really impressive. And this is a level with a few cycles, so if things go bad, I might just reset it to get a better cycle again. Oops. Okay. That's still fine. Here I hit my head on the ceiling again, and trying not to die. Woo. You. And because of the bad cycle, I need some extra height here. I prefer this level a lot. I like the levels without the cycles. For some reason, if a level is just about getting corners better, I can do them better. I gotta thread the needle there a bit between those lasers. The game is very strafe heavy. It's a lot like an arena shooter. If you're into, I don't know, like Quake, Unreal Tournament kind of games. I'm gonna skip that one on the right there as well. I didn't need to double boost. So yeah, if you're into movement heavy games and maybe arena shooters, you will probably enjoy this quite a bit. Oh, this level during derust, I can't really do the hardest strat on this consistently. So what am I gonna do actually? Speed it up there. That's the intended strat. You speed them. Ah, I did it too early. So these blue walls, you probably figured it out by now. If I shoot them with a blue bubble, they create a hole in them, and I can jump through. But if I'm inside the blue wall, and then I take away the bubble by shooting another one, I kill myself. And I like to do that a lot. So yeah, the intended mechanic, obviously, speed them up to make a good cycle for yourself. Not particularly slower, obviously. The optimized times are getting really optimized, so you need to scramble for just a few seconds. I really like this level also. Do a double boost here on this turret. If I could aim at the right point. All the turrets have like red blocks around them, but I hit right in the eye where it does nothing. There we go. Here we want to fall right into the hole with the extra speed. And holy moly, that was close. That was also close. I hate these sections. All right. We're coming up to the hard levels. Again, there's 25 levels. This is level 20, and it has an interesting skip in the beginning here. You want to strafe, Ooh, so usually you would land on the other side of the hole, on an easier landing spot, but if you strafe at the right moment, you have the momentum to catch that red block that's floating there. What am I even doing? Oh, there's a cycle right at the end of this, so I'm probably gonna have to stand there and wait for it to like line up. Now that I messed that up. Here's just a sort of climbing section. Yeah, I don't trust this, I don't want to die. 40 seconds into a level. There we go. Yeah, level 21 is where the game gets really nice, where it's especially fun for me personally. There's a cycle coming up, I don't want to mess this up. Okay, very good. You know, these moving walls would otherwise be in the way. And here you see that gray platform under me. I'm not gonna bother with it at all, just I had enough height to skip the corner myself. Oops. Whoops. Nice. 44 seconds. We get to hear a bit more of the song, at least. Soundtrack's not bad at all. God damn it, dude. Don't worry about it. I chose an estimate that allows me to do these things. God damn it. I'm making this look harder than it is. Usually this level looks really smooth. Alright. 22. So 22 has what we call the washing machine. It's a cylindrical room, and you're supposed to go up in a spiral with 2 rotations. I'm gonna do one of them, and then I'm gonna try to escape the washing machine with a nifty jump. So I skip all this with some strafing. I slow this wall down as we go around with it. And from here... oh boy, that was so close. That's a nice time save from there. And then this part is fairly straightforward. Not that it wouldn't kill you, if it could. I am gonna do the level 25 level skip, level 25 skip. At least I'm gonna attempt it a few times. I'm on a fairly good time at the moment, so I can afford to do it since it's at the very beginning. Level 23, it's so easy. Just back and forth, jump down there, and then you turn around and holy shit. The epic fans of destruction. Oh, I'm making this look so bad. But yeah, I'm doing this fairly easily. You can save a lot of time there. And I'm also not gonna jump into this hole immediately. It would be really fast, but I don't want to spend too much time on the level. Oh, level 24 is my absolute favorite because it's the only one I'm any good at. But there's also not much to say about it. It's fairly straightforward. There's a cycle here if I'm fast on the right side. See, I wasn't fast enough. So apparently I'm not good at it. Oh boy. Again. This happens. Actually on my PB, my biggest time loss was on this level. God damn it. On a casual run you can like go for double boosts on every one of these. So this jump, for example, wouldn't be as close. I'm not gonna attempt it. Can't skip that last one there. And then there's a skip here at the end. Oh my god. Why you do this to me every time, level 24? I loved you. I'm so desperate to go overtime apparently that I'm gonna redo this level over and over again. If you play an FPS platformer, make sure to have good aim. I actually don't. I just have too much time. And my bad aim is one of my biggest weaknesses in this particular game. And it's my only 3D speed game. So god damn, that was so close. So yeah, you skipped that one at the end there. Level 25, it's the last level. Thank you. Thank you. I spent 3 minutes on the one level, so there are leaderboards, right? I spent 3 minutes on the one level that I actually have a world record, have the record on. God damn it. Just to spite me, dude. I already spent, out of my 130 hours, I spent 100 on that level. Okay, so level 25 has all the things that killed you in the other levels, but in one level. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna slow down this wall so I can attempt a jump much easier. So I shoot that red bubble before the level even begins. Nope. The loading times are killing me. Like, not killing me, I mean, I'm just surprised at the loading times right now. Oh, that was so close. Should be easier than that. Okay. I guess I'll take it easy on this level, I'll try not to die anymore. So yeah, those rotating walls are here. These climbs that I also died on are here. Some strafing that I died on the last level is here. This is a collection of things that killed me. Here are these vertical fans. Whoop. And the horizontal fans. I've seen world records die on this part of the game. Did I mention that you can die inside a blue wall if you remove the bubble? I like to do it. I'm not gonna bother with this now. So this is... I'm so tilted. That's the kind of intended route. Whoa. Okay. This level is usually a minute long, so that one time I was almost at the end. After the fans. We'll get there. I'm actually going overestimate, god damn it. I didn't notice until just now. Again, we use the in-game time on the leaderboards because of no loads. And there we go. I'm gonna go outside and get executed right now, so if you excuse me, bye.
Well, I guess with 9 seconds we can look over it. So we're doing a quick break and then we'll be right back with one of the best games in the marathon, I Am Bread.